Hi everybody. In this video, let's cover chatbots using Langchains and also let's look at the chat history and how do we use prompts. Okay. So for now, let me install these packages that we are going to require. Okay, so we have installed these packages. Let me clear this and I'm going to import my OpenAI key and we are going to use the model ChatGPT 3.5 Turbo. Okay. So here we have seen in our earlier video also that how we can import the human message and then pass this to this model.invoke and it'll give you the answer. Okay, so it's saying, hi Viral, and how can I assist you today? Let's see if there's any message history involved. So it's saying no, so far no. Fundamentally, how do we involve message history is by you know uh, passing all these messages as dictionary to our OpenAI API. And so this is just to show you guys how this works. I am passing the human message as hello, I am Viral, and the AI message also out there, and again the human message. So if I pass this, will I get the answer? Yes, you can see that I will get the answer saying that your name is Viral. Okay, so let's try and implement this. For this, I'm going to use this from the chat history. I'm utilizing base chat message history and in-memory chat message history. Okay, and these are both runnables with message history. So for now, I'm saying the store, which is my session variable, I'm keeping it as 0, and here I'm in this function figuring out whether there is any store variable out there, and if yes, then keep it as base chat message history, and if it's not in the store, then just store this session ID. So let's run this, and then here I've created this with message history where I am saying that runnable with message history and passing the model and the history session variable both. Okay, so for now let's create the session variable here and pass this session variable along with the human message, which is hi, I am Jay. Let's invoke this along with this message history. Okay, you can see that instead of the model, now I'm using this with message history, and it has given me the reply. Now let's see if with the same thing, if I ask what is my name, passing the same session variable, is it being able to answer? Yes. So now you can see that chat history has started to function, and with the memory, the chat assistant is being able to answer. Okay, so now let's use the prompts along with this thing, and in the prompts we are going to use the message placeholder. So the prompt is from messages that this is the system message and this is the message placeholder where I'm saying I'm going to pass the messages. Okay, so now let's build this new chain where I'm going to be using this prompt first, and then the output of this prompt is what is going to go to the model. Okay, so let's run this where I'm invoking this chain where I'm saying hey, I am Viral, and let's see the response. Oh, I'm sorry, I did not run this. Let me run this first. Okay, and let's see this. So now you can see that it has given an answer. Now the same thing, let's use the message history, but this time runnable with message history. Instead of the model, I'm going to pass the chain. So let's see how this works. Okay, and now I'm going to give a new config, new session ID, which is abc5, and let's see the response. Now you know that in the chain it is going to have messages as the input. So when I'm using this with message history invoke, I'm going to pass the messages, and along with that I'm going to pass the chain. Okay, so the session history, which is the session variable here, which is the config variable here. And now the same question, when I ask what is my name, let's see how this goes. So now you can see that the session history now is in play, and we are being able to use the prompt template and pass it to the model, and we are going to be able to get a reply. Now let's modify this prompt a little bit more. Let's make it a little more complex, where we are saying now the answers needs to be in the following language. Okay, so let's see how that works. So I am creating a new prompt, which is, you are an helpful assistant, answer all questions to the best of your ability in whatever language. Okay, so let's run this. Rest all the things remain the same. So let's do this first with just the chain, using our without using our chat history. Okay, so when I run this, when I invoke this chain, okay, now you can see that it's giving me a response in Hindi. Yeah, okay, and let's also see the same thing here, whether there is any history or no. Asking what is my name. Let's see if it is being able to answer this. Here it's being able to answer Bob, and here let's see what is the answer. It's saying मुझे आपका नाम नहीं पता, means it does not know the name. So now using the same with history, with message history, let's run this. Now here there are three things. One is we are passing the chain, we are passing the history, the session variable, and the message. Okay, so let's run this, and let's configure here a new session, which is abc111. Okay, and now with this message history, let's invoke this, where I'm saying the message is that, hey, I am Todd, the language is, let's say, Spanish, and the session variable is the sesh config. Okay, now let's see the response here. Now it's going to basically has three inputs. One is a session variable, one is the language it needs to answer in, and the message, the human message. Okay, and now let's run this same thing and ask the question. You can ask in any language, by the way, and see if it is being able to answer, if it is being able to maintain the history. Yes, so you can see that it has been able to answer that the name is Todd in Spanish. Okay, so that's it for now, guys. I hope you've liked this video, and if you've liked this video, please do subscribe to my channel. This essentially is about chatbots with memory in Langchain, along with the session variables. Yeah, thanks a lot, guys.